Don't forget to support the Bloodshed, like, comment, and hit that motherfucking subscribe button.
Welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at the top 5 tips you can do to increase your legendaries per hour. Let's get it started. Tip number 1. Tip number 1, we generally want to complete rifts in under 10 minutes. And that's not just to the rift boss, that's the entire rift under 10 minutes. Now, don't get hung up on time so much, but it just kind of gives you a benchmark of where you should be at. So we want to be, the actual sweet spot is about 6 minutes for the pros, I guess you would say. The most efficient farmers is around 6 minutes. But as long as you're under 10 minutes, I don't want you guys getting hung up on the time too much. But yeah, again, it just kind of gives you a marker for where we should be at. Tip number 2, movement speed. Now, I'm sure most of you know movement speed does cap out at 25%. That's total, right? That's total between your gear and your Paragon points and everything like that. The max we can move is 25%, but there's other things you can do. Like I can equip my Bull Kathos weapons. So you want to increase your movement speed any way you can. Demon Hunters have Vault. There's tons and tons of different movement speed abilities on every character. Barbarians even have Sprint. I can pop Sprint into my build while I'm farming T6. So tip number 2, movement speed. Diablo Legendary tip number 3. For number 3, we're going to focus on what we should even be stopping for. Because we're going to be clearing the rift. We're going to stop for guys like this. So we're going to be stopping for elite packs. We're going to be stopping for pools of reflection. Obviously the Rift Guardian, goblins. So we're going to only stop for things that are meaningful. Regular old mobs, I'm sorry, but you are left out of this one. We're not going to stop for you unless they're in the way. So there, if like a whirlwind barb, I'm spinning anyway, right? I'm spinning around doing my thing, and we're going to stop for that kind of stuff only. So we're going to spin, we're going to grab goblins, we're going to grab chests, pools of reflection, pillars, things like that. Meaningful things, meaningful items is what only thing we're going to stop for. Diablo Legendary tip number 4. So for number 4, it might be something you haven't thought of. That's identifying legendaries. So at the end of a run, typically after an hour, you have way more than this, So imagine you stop and you identify. It takes about, 6 seconds? I don't know, it's a bro science there. It takes about 6 seconds, right, to identify a legendary. So if you identify them one by one as they come, that's about a minute of identifying alone. Like you're not being efficient, you're just identifying them one by one. One of the tips I can do is you open up your tab, right? Like let's say you have a tab, right? And you can throw all your legendaries in there after the run. Then you go here. You salvage your items, and then you're back in the field, right? Your inventory is clear, and you go back at it. So at the end of your run, you can grab your legendaries really quickly. I mean, you're going to have more than this after farming for an hour or so. And you use the Book of Cain, honestly. Identify all your legendaries in a group. It's very much more efficient than doing them one by one. Legendary tip number 5. Now, this is my favorite tip, as this is something that I just do that's exclusive to Bloodshed. I used to hate farming, okay? I used to hate having to, farm. I felt like it was a chore. But what I do is I make it fun. So if any of you play card games, whether it's Magic the Gathering or Pokemon cards or Hearthstone, I play a lot of Hearthstone. You know how fun it is to open a pack of cards, right? Like you get a new pack and you're like, shit, I can get a legendary, I can get this and that. So what I do is when I'm farming, I look at elite packs like packs of cards, right? So every time you kill an elite pack, you have a chance to get a legendary item, and it's kind of the same thing, and it kind of made it fun for me. So I'm like, a blue pack is a blue pack of cards, a yellow elite pack is a yellow pack of cards, and it's just kind of fun. So I'm like, okay, let's open this pack of cards and see what we get. So if you when I look at it like that, it kind of makes it even more intriguing, more fun. I don't know. So I'm just running through here, and I'm like, okay, let's look for a pack of cards. Because essentially it's what they are. We're opening packs of cards. We just have to fight for it. We have to play a game differently to get our legendaries. in a weird way, I guess. So, oh, here's a pack of cards right here. Let's see what we get. What do you got for me? Nothing. Okay, so perfect. Let me move on. So that's kind of how I look at it. However you can do to make it fun, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'm always up for new ways to make the game fun. Is there anything crazy like that you guys do? Definitely let me know. This is Bluddshed. This has been my top 5 tips on how to increase your legendaries per hour, and I am out. Peace.